If you are a psychology major, the word chemistry might make your stomach drop. You probably picture a chalkboard covered in dense mathematical equations, bracing yourself for a semester of endless calculations. Welcome to NSC C205, Chemistry for BS Psychology. This course is built differently. This slide contrasts common myths with reality. You are not here to memorize the periodic table or do abstract math. Instead, we study the chemistry happening in every heartbeat and breath. We will examine the chemical reasons behind your hunger, stress, and mood. In this classroom, we focus on the specific chemical tools required to explain why humans feel, think, and act the way they do. Grasping these chemical concepts provides a reliable, scientific foundation for understanding the human mind. This three-step diagram maps how a microscopic chemical event turns into observable behavior. Step 1 begins with a chemical reaction, like a dopamine release when checking your phone, or a cortisol spike before a speech. That chemical release triggers Step 2, a biological state. Those chemicals act as messengers, telling billions of nerve cells in your brain to fire signals to one another. Finally, we reach Step 3. Those internal nerve signals manifest externally as psychological behavior, dictating your motivation, mood regulation, and sleep cycles. When a patient experiences a psychological disorder at Step 3, psychiatrists must trace the problem back to Step 1 to find a solution. Medications used to treat conditions like anxiety or depression rely entirely on adjusting this specific chemical pathway. This is the basis of psychopharmacology. There is no psychological behavior without a biological state, and there is no biological state without an underlying chemical reaction. This slide provides our baseline definition. Chemistry is the study of matter, anything that has mass and takes up space, and the specific changes that matter undergoes. Look at this daily routine infographic. You interact with chemistry from the moment you wake up. At the top, toothpaste protects your enamel, and your coffee maker extracts caffeine. At the bottom, digestion breaks down food for energy, and medicines rely on active chemical ingredients. Because chemistry applies to everything around us, scientists divide it into 5 distinct branches, as shown in this table. For your careers in psychology, we focus heavily on the row highlighted here, biochemistry. Biochemistry studies the specific chemical processes occurring inside living organisms. It is the direct bridge between the physical body and the complex brain. Tracking how matter changes inside a living nervous system gives you a precise diagnostic tool for evaluating human behavior. To learn this effectively, we use outcome-based education, or OBE. This graphic illustrates the difference between traditional learning and the OBE model. Your success in this course is not measured by how well you memorize facts for a written exam. It is measured by your ability to demonstrate tangible skills and apply chemical concepts to real-world psychological situations. Because we focus on practical application, the physical laboratory is where you test concepts by interacting with substances and recording observations firsthand. Working in the lab requires strict adherence to professional protocols. This slide outlines our non-negotiable safety rules. You will wear the appropriate personal protective equipment. There is absolutely no food or drink allowed inside the lab, and if an accident occurs, you report it immediately. Once at your station, you'll use the physical tools of the trade. On the left is the beaker for mixing, and the graduated cylinder for highly accurate measurement. In the center are test tubes and a pipette. Finally, the balance precisely measures mass. Before you handle a single piece of this equipment, you are required to sign the Week 1 Laboratory Safety Pledge. Mastering these tools and strictly following safety protocols is the only way to ensure your data about the natural world is accurate and trustworthy. As modern students, you have access to artificial intelligence. We need to be clear about how it fits into this academic environment. This flowchart outlines the boundary for ethical AI use. Following the left path, you are encouraged to use AI as a learning partner to summarize dense information. However, the right path shows you cannot use AI to write reports or replace original thinking. Doing so violates academic honesty. Your primary deliverable this semester is a project called the Chemistry of Human Behavior portfolio. This slide outlines your assignment for Week 1. Your task is to capture 10 photographs of everyday household items that involve chemistry. You might photograph your morning coffee, your shampoo, or your salt shaker. For each item, you will write a single analytical sentence explaining its chemical function. This portfolio provides the living evidence that you are successfully mapping abstract chemical concepts onto your daily life. Let's review the core takeaways from today's orientation, as laid out in this 4-point summary. This course reframes chemistry from a series of math problems into the absolute foundation of psychology. Take a moment to read the reflection questions on screen. What was your primary assumption about studying chemistry before today, and how has that expectation shifted? Think of a specific emotion you felt today. Maybe you felt stressed rushing to class, or joyful talking to a friend. Now consider the invisible chemical reactions firing in your brain to create that exact state. Before we conclude, read through these 4 review questions to test your retention of our course rules regarding OBE, apparatus, and AI. Welcome to the semester. By mastering the chemistry of the brain, you're taking your first major step toward becoming an effective behavioral scientist.